Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the New York Giants and the Oakland Raiders. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bridgewater, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
This is brought in at the 21. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. 56 the mic. 56 is the mic.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Well, he's going to take a shot right. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Dancing to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. This is 3rd and goal, and this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far. They'll run it with Jacobs. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
25, check 25, check 25.
They go with Jacobs. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. Back near the goal line, Bridgewater. And they get to Bridgewater. Bridgewater taken down in the end zone for a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Looking to throw. Being chased out left. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side. And this is taken in at the 5. A big play that time for the Raiders. 62 yards. Back to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Denzel Perryman able to get him for a loss of about 3. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. From 6 yards away. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A run by Barkley going to go backwards as he's going to lose right around 3 yards here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. A give to Barkley out of the gun. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. New York set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 20.
Now Barkley stripped of the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, 70 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They're going to look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Watch the shit. Check your hot read. Take 4.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
They'll set up a throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
What? Mike 56. Mike 56.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
13 yards, good for a Giant first down. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The product of Jersey City, Tahir Whitehead on the sack. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Bridgewater now. And he's going to go down again. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 6. This will be caught at about the 5. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Well, and that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won.
Oh, this is blocked. And the Giants have got it. It's a foot race. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, and he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Following the botched PAT, they're set to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. We get a look at Sterling Shepard as he and the rest of the offense march out into place. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well. And they're really excited he has no catches, but they're also worried. Because a lot of times, that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Barkley. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Let's go, defense. Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Bridgewater finds his tight end Ingram. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Bridgewater, and down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up 1st and 10.
Hustle. 56. Mike, 56. Right there.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. So we've reached halftime here. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. Rosas now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. Powering his way forward. And they'll have excellent field position to begin this drive as he's all the way up to midfield at the 50.
That return gets all the way to midfield, so we know the field position is absolutely flipped at this point. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I might think about blitzing right now to try and take field position back.
On the ground, Jacobs will get the 3rd quarter started. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. And they're going to speed things up here. Here's 2nd and 8. Flushed out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. O'Shane Zimenez showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here, not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
3 straight runs now, and that defense is held.
Yeah, we often talk about how the low man wins, right? Who wins leverage at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just that.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. From 4 yards out. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. They'll look to throw. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on 1st. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Bridgewater to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, Bridgewater.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there is just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. They'll drop the throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dexter Lawrence. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. He'll drop to throw. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage. No yardage to be found.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
You see me? You see me? They can't stop me.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offense, and the pressure gets to him again.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner. And I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. And again the footwork. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he's been great. Look down at the stat monitor here a moment ago. He's already over 300 yards in the third quarter.
And you get the sense there are plenty more yards to come. He's been sharp right from the beginning, finding the open targets, knows exactly where he wants to go with the football, and is delivering it really well.
And now he is in search of more yardage on this drive. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Back now in the East Bay. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They'll set up to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
He'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Running is Jacobs. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Dexter Lawrence. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now Saquon Barkley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Throwing is Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
I got it. Let's go. Get set.
They'll run on first down. Jacobs. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, first and 10. They'll look to throw here on first down. Forced out to his left. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. They work again from the 38 on second and 10.
Get that ball. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Check the outs. Check the outs. Check the outs. Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line.
Well, it didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Raiders try it on fourth down, but to no avail. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. A first down throw for Bridgewater. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Tahir Whitehead able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Here's Bridgewater. This is Shepard on the catch. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. So don't say nothing.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal. To throw is Bridgewater. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Third and goal for Bridgewater. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Maybe one final chance here to make this a bit more respectable as they'll go for it on fourth and goal. Bridgewater to throw for it on fourth. And he's going to go down again. Tahir Whitehead. And the Raider D, they get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. 56, the mic, boys. 56.
Looking to throw. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. This is caught. A big play that time for the Raiders. 63 yards. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
36, 36. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Check 31, check 31.
Here's Jacobs, and he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
The extra point